Welcome, I'm Manisha Lakshmanan, and today I'll be giving the Best Scientist Award to Cecilia Payne-Gaposchkin due to her outstanding contributions to quantum physics. First, let me give a run-through about her background. Cecilia Payne-Gaposchkin was also known as Cecilia Helena Payne and was born on May 10, 1900 in Wendover, England, and passed away on December 7, 1979, Massachusetts, US, due to lung cancer. Payne was born in an upper-class family. Her father was a multifaceted Edward John Payne, who is a talented musician, a Fellow of Oxford University, author of major history, and a latterly a barrister and judge. However, he drowned in a canal when Payne was 4. Her mother was Emma Leonora Helena née Pertz, who was a skilled artist who came from an academically accomplished German family. Due to the early death of her husband, she was forced to raise her 3 children alone. Payne's brother became an archaeologist while her sister became an architect. Later on in his life, she met Sergei Gaposchkin, a Russian astronomer in Germany, who could not return to the Soviet Union because of his politics. So Payne was able to find a position at Harvard for him and married him in 1934. They often collaborated on studies of variable stars. As for Payne's education, she entered the University of Cambridge in 1919. A lecture by astronomer Sir Arthur Eddington inspired her to become an astronomer. However, she felt that there were more opportunities for a woman to work in astronomy in the United States than in Britain, so she moved to US to continue her studies. In 1923, she received a fellowship to study at Harvard College Observatory in Cambridge, Massachusetts, after a correspondence with its director, Harlow Shapley. In her PhD thesis published as Stellar Atmospheres 1925, she was dissuaded from her conclusion by astronomer Henry Norris Russell, who thought that stars could have the same composition as Earth. On the bright side, later on, Russell conceded in 1929 that Payne was correct. Payne then received the first PhD in astronomy from Radcliffe College for her thesis, since Harvard did not grant doctoral degrees to women. Now on to her career path. Payne remained at Harvard as a technical assistant to Shapley after completing her doctorate. Shapley had her discontinue her work with stellar spectra and encouraged her to instead work on photometry of stars by using photographic plates. Payne later wrote, "I wasted my time on this account. My change in field made the end of the decade a sad one." However, during this time she was able to continue her stellar spectral work with the second book, Stars of High Luminosity 1930. In 1933, Payne traveled to Europe to meet Russian astronomer Boris Gerasimovich, who had previously worked at Harvard College Observatory and with whom she planned to write a book about variable stars. She was then named a lecturer in astronomy in 1938. Then in 1956, Payne was appointed a full professor at Harvard and became chairman of the astronomy department. Finally, she retired in 1966 but continued her research as a member of the Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory. She wrote an autobiography, The Dyer's Hand, that was posthumously collected in Cecilia Payne-Gaposchkin, an autobiography and other recollections, 1984. Payne contributed to many other important things. However, she was known for the discovery that stars are made of mainly hydrogen and helium, and her establishments that stars could be classified accordingly to their temperatures. She used the spectral line of many different elements and the work of Indian astrophysicists to help her discovery. After her doctorate, Cecilia Payne continued to study stars of high luminosity, trying to understand the structure of the Milky Way. As you may know, she studied modern physics, specifically quantum physics, and had surveyed all the stars that are brighter than the 10th magnitude, meaning she made more than 1,250,000 observations. In 1956, Cecilia Payne became the first woman to be promoted to full-time professor at Harvard Faculty of Arts and Science, and was later appointed to the chair of the Department of Astronomy, making her the first woman with the department at Harvard as mentioned before. This is the star of a composition of a star and the temperature of stars. Payne had an essential role in the advancement of modern physics. She inspired many females to join the male-dominated scientific community and was even a role model for astrophysicist Johann Feynman. However, her main contribution to modern physics was that she had opened the path for the study of stellar atmospheres and chemical abundances, contributing to the understanding the chemical evolution of the universe. Her discovery led to the Big Bang theory, nuclear fission, and many more. Overall, Cecilia Payne-Gaposchkin was a memorable scientist who played a massive role in our world, proving that she does indeed deserve such an honorable and prestigious award. Thank you.